Happy Sunday, Dr. K. I hope you're doing well. I decided to submit a video file for the culmination of the Entrepreneurship game. It was an amazing experience. I definitely learned a lot. I have stacks of notes. But the biggest takeaway I have from is it made me realize that there's some structures in that we are lacking in our own business. When my business partner and I started the company, it was really just because the opportunity presented itself and we took it. But neither of us had a background in business. We didn't have people around us who were business owners or helped develop businesses. So we kind of just went with what we knew, and we learned some the things that we needed to learn in order just to survive: running payroll, some of the legality issues, developing a decent training module or a training program. But we didn't have anyone there who could give us perspective on what we should be doing to really grow the business. And the mistake we made is that we set ourselves up for failure a little bit, because we had to negotiate a very strict budget, which forced us to work essentially full-time shifts. And so we were focusing more on working the actual shifts rather than developing the brand, building the business. But having played the game made me realize that we really need to focus on some more of the organization of the business and the structures that will help, the foundation that will help us build an empire. What's interesting too is that I've had a lot of anxiety since starting the company. I never really understood what it was. I just thought it was the stress of everything we had to do and feeling like, we weren't doing a good enough job. But after playing the game, I recognized that a lot of the anxiety comes from not having a solid foundation to spring from. We've always had an idea of what we want the service to be. But we have yet to really sit down and have that core that we can do we can sprout the flowers from, the main thing. And I think it's that lack of foundation that has been causing the anxiety, because going through each level and seeing the outcome and the way that they presented the information made me realize that, if we were to have this more of a structure to this concept, to the marketing or just the idea itself, if we had a solid understanding of what it is that we're offering, then it'd be easier to sell ourselves. It'd be easier to create a onboarding program that will reflect our values, to create company culture that we want. And so it was just amazing, because those going through each step really made me realize, this is where we have to start at. There's a lot of other, nuanced things that we need to do, but from the first, we need to really flesh out the idea. Because once we do that, then no matter how hard things are going to be, we will have a foundation to attack those things from. We will have a solid understanding of who we are as a company, what we're trying to do, and it'll make it easier to deal with those problems. So I'm incredibly thankful for having played this game. And I have mounds of notes that I'm gonna skim through and figure out, little by little how I can start to implement those things. So thank you.